Hello ladies and gents, I am the Rev, and this is Werewolf, the Apocalypse, EarthBlood. That is a hell of a long name. And it is currently going to be out today at February 4th, 2021 on Xbox One, Xbox Series, PlayStation 5, didn't see anything on PlayStation 4, and PC over on the Epic Games Store. The base game is $39.99, and the special edition, which is a bunch of cosmetics and such, a little bit of extra help with a finishing move and a spirit that somehow helps you in combat. $49.99 if you guys want to grab that. I thought we would kick back, play this game. As always, the more you guys smash that like button, the faster of these I will put out. Now, when you first put the game in, there is a really cool cutscene, and I'm going to put that in here. Like a oak. Cool. Now, after that, you guys should be ready to kick a little butt in the game real quick, setting-wise. Got everything cranked up, as you can see. So, and we got our sound, controls, key mapping if you want to use keyboard and mouse. So, all kinds of good stuff there. So let's jump into a new game.
The Wild, the Weaver, and the Worm. 3 primal forces from which the world Gaia springs. The Wild is creation, formless and abundant. The Weaver shapes, making order out of chaos. The Worm, whose purpose was to destroy the old, to make room for the new, went mad. Now, a force of corruption, feeding on greed, malice, and hate. It ravages Gaia. through its unwitting accomplices, mankind. The balance between those three forces is long gone now. Insidiously, the worm gains more and more ground every day, vitalized by the damage humans have brought to the Earth. We, the werewolves, remain, born of man, beast, and spirit. We are the vindication of Gaia and the wild.
All right. They should be ready now.
The best way to get Indran out of the region is to attack their bottom line. We have a plan to convince them there's no profit to be had here. Ludmilla, if you please.
I've recently gained access to the system that controls all the on-site oil pumps. That's our target. We tamper with the pumps and send dummy data to the system to make them think their oil field has run dry.
Will that really be enough?
According to the internal files I got my hands on, they treat unprofitable sites like gangrenous limbs. They'll give this one the chop right away.
All right. So, hey, let me know down in the comments. Would you rather be a vampire or a werewolf? I had the discussion with my wife. She's a vampire. I'd be a werewolf. All about rage and that kind of stuff. So, let's see.
So, how do we go about this, Rotko? Who does what?
Ludmilla knows the location, so she will take point. She'll infiltrate the site and connect Ava to their network, giving her access to their system.
Once I'm hooked up, I'll only need a few minutes.
But if something goes wrong, my wife ends up on her own in enemy territory. I don't like it.
I'm going to be fine, Cahal. We've been preparing this for weeks. We've calculated the risks.
And if there's any sign of trouble, you and I go in and retrieve her. But I'd rather we stay covert. Ludmilla will have the easiest time on her own.
I'm heading out. I want to be done before daybreak. Take care of Adana while I'm away. I think she's going a little crazy all cooped up in here.
Don't worry, I'll talk to her. You just focus on your mission.
Cahal, I've got this. I love you. See you soon.
Alrighty, so this is the beginning, of course, of a horror game, and my wife, that isn't a werewolf, is going into enemy territory. What do we think is going to happen? Okay, so let's see. What do we got here?
We've been stuck in this cave for weeks studying Endron's movements. At least now we finally got a plan. I hope we're done here soon. I don't like thinking that Ludmilla's on her own, Rotko.
I understand. She's my sister, remember?
By the way, do keep in mind, if you're a fan of the Dark Universe, that is where this is pulled from, and it's an action-adventure RPG adopted from the Dark Universe. Yeah, the Dark Universe. So, something to keep in mind.
What about Rafik? He never leaves his lupus shape. No one would have noticed him.
I gave it a lot of thought. Her chances of success are better if she's alone. It's as simple as that. If things don't go as planned, you can tear through as much Endron scum as you like to get her out. But for now, we stay put. Go. Rest while we wait.
Not looking forward to packing all this up tomorrow morning. Endron. One of the most destructive companies North America has to offer. Known for their violence and endless greed. If we left them to their own devices, they'd ravage this place till there was nothing left but dust. Got everything squared away?
Not a lot to square away. All I'm doing is pressing a button once Ludmilla gets me hooked up. Still got a ways to go before I can do much more than that. If I tried to breach their network, they'd be on us in a second.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You're 10 times better at hacking than me or Rotko with your eyes closed. Just give it time.
I know, but... Thanks. A little pep talk never hurts. But how are you doing? Talk to your daughter yet?
No, not yet. I'm just heading her way.
Ooh, guns, which we don't use. We have a crossbow. Ooh. One second. What's up, dude? Bet that's a werewolf, right?
What do you think, old friend? Yeah, that makes 2 of us. I'm not too keen on this plan.
Gives you an idea what we look like in our wolf form. We'll look just like that. I take it that's our daughter.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm bored out of my mind. There's nothing to do here, and it's wet and miserable.
So as someone that has dealt with someone that age, been in his shoes, I wouldn't use either of these, but... yeah.
Don't worry, our work here's nearly finished. You'll be back at the cairn with your friends before you know it.
I know, but why'd you have to drag me out here in the first place? It's not like you've got me doing anything out here.
Your mom wanted you to come along, so you could see what our field missions entail.
They entail a bunch of bullshit. All we ever do is watch and take notes. We're not accomplishing anything.
Language, young lady. And preparation is key. Know how your enemy will respond before you move. Foe stripped of surprise is fangless.
Why didn't you go with Mom anyway? She's all alone out there. If something happens to her...
I wish I could have. But Rotko wants us to keep a low profile. And there's no one better at that than your mom.
Rodko's a dumbass.
Hey, that's your uncle you're talking about. And the leader of our pack. You know it's his job to make those decisions. And like I said, all that observation we were doing was minimizing the danger. Your mother will be just fine, 80. Don't worry.
Alrighty, does anybody believe that? I don't. Alright, looks like we've got everything. So far, though, the graphics aren't too bad. I got everything cranked up here. Move on.
Shit.
Cahal, wake up. I'm gonna need you.
Oh no!
A helicopter just touched down on the site's landing pad. Apparently it's some Endron exec. Their presence is shaking things up.
Yeah.
Tell me Ludmilla's okay.
She's okay. They've still got no idea she's on site. But their guard patrols have changed, and certain areas are locked down. And that includes the one Ludmilla's in.
So what's the plan now?
The mission's sunk. We go in there, get her out, and wait for things to quiet down. But to get her off site, the locked-off areas need to be manually unlocked. And Ludmilla's stuck on the wrong side.
Shit.
Fortunately, she has already secured a terminal. She'll guide you to her location over the radio. Go now. Bring her back. There's no time to waste. My sister needs you.
Ludmilla, I'm on my way.
Remember, stay out of sight. I'll open any door I have access to through their network. I've opened all the external ducts.
Alright, shift into our lupus form. Yeah, I played a little bit ahead to try and get used to the controls, because it is trippy. You can have it in general run. We got our dash. And so far...
I'm locked in the turbine room in the center of the site. You'll have to get here without being seen. The area you're passing through should be deserted right now, though.
Anyway, so we can turn into him. We can go back to the wolf. But that's it until we get into an actual... until like there's a... It's like there's a specific mechanic when we get into a situation, we go beast mode. So it's like whenever you go into combat with these guys, everything else is centered around stealth.
Ava?
There's gotta be a terminal close by. Find it. Oh, and deactivate any cameras you see while you're at it.
Yep. So here's our wolf vision. Right? Keeping him as a doggy, I've found is usually the best idea.
Good Miller, we've got a lot of company.
The arrival of the Endron exec has changed their setup. Tell me where you are.
So, can you see through there? No. Alright, so if you don't move, you can leave your heat vision or whatever, penumbra vision up. See all these various guys here?
I'm looking at the southern part of the outer fence. And a shit ton of guards. There's no way I'll be able to make a move without being seen.
Southern part of the outer fence. Got it. There. That should distract you for a few minutes. But if a guard does see you...
He won't live long enough to raise the alarm. They sold their souls to Endron. They don't get any mercy.
Hell of a time for a malfunction. I'll go check it out.
Now you want to always look, because they have items that you can only see in this kind of vision, so you do want to keep your eyes open for it. And of course, we have our stealth here.
Any idea what could have caused it?
I don't care. I just want it fixed and fast. Some big shot just arrived on site. Folks upstairs want everything to be perfect.
Can't use our crossbow yet. Alright, we'll let that guy live. Speaking of crossbow,
I'll make good use of that.
yeah, it'd be nice if they went back to the form. I have to click it again to get him to go back in if I do something in this form. Alright. And just real quick, is there anything else going on? Nope. Okay, ooh, a whole crapload of guys here, though.
I'm in the refinery.
Perfect. I'm not far now. Nearly at the passageway leading into it.
Game automatically saves as you go through, so you can quit, come back.
Shit! Something's following me.
What is it?
I think it's a black spiral dancer. He's...
But Miller, just hold on. Fuck! Rodko.
I heard. No more sneaking around. We fight. Now go. I'll meet you with Rafik.
I'm done fucking around.
Okay, so we got quick attacks, strong attacks, jump attacks. Combine things and jump attacks to form combos and raise the Crinos rage. A rage multiplier is applied as long as Crinos is not interrupted. Change form. So this is a heavy form. And this is the quicker, lighter form.
We need reinforcements!
And the problem with that form is it doesn't do squat against these guys. You gotta go to heavy to use it.
Send back up now!
Cahal, I've hacked into their system. Now, stay
Alright. To leap on Enron guards, left trigger and X. Oh, that's helpful. Yep.
Glow sticks for all
Wait, I'll open that for you. Just watch out.
Yeah, silver's our weakness.
additional units.
I guess we throw sometimes.
Dispatch a backup team. Send backup immediately.
Keep going.
You can buff up your life like you guys saw right there with the rage. You don't want to do that too much because we do have a guy we've got to fight.
What is this thing? Additional units.
Woo! Tell you, if you use that dash, oh boy. Can we say boss fight? So, brief comment on the combat. It's okay. I think they're almost trying to do too many things at once, almost making it kind of like a fighting game to an extent. It's okay, but boy, a little rough. Could be, you know, a little bit more refined on the combat. Doesn't quite feel that heavy.
Ludmilla!
Cahal, tell 80.
No! Please, no!
Okay. Try and do some special moves there. So trigger frenzy. All right. Oh, now I'm really pissed. Oh, nice. Damn.
Cahal! No. Ludmilla. It's me, Cahal. Listen to me. Cahal, damn it! No. You need to fight the rage. Cahal, that's Rafik! Stop it! No!
What have I done? Rafik!
There's no time to mourn. We need to go.
Just reported back to base. Not that there's anything to report.
No kidding.
Though I guess we've got a special guest coming tonight.
Yeah, an Endron rep no less. She should be here soon.
You know they're hiring, right? Think you'd ever make the move to Endron? Hey! What the...
All clear, Dusk. We're good to go. Five years ago, I abandoned the woods of Tarker's Mill. I abandoned my cairn. Endron killed my wife. I gave in to rage. The worm touched my soul. I had to leave my daughter. It was the hardest decision I ever made.
And in other news, Endron is joining the fight against global warming. The energy company today announced that their new biofuel will be hitting the market soon. This revolutionary new formula will be unveiled alongside the opening of their new headquarters in...
This exile was my only choice. I'd become a danger to my pack. I often wonder what's become of them. Of Rotko, of Ava, of 80. This is the closest I've been to Tarker's Mill in 5 years.
Cahal, we're here. You're up.
How much time do we have before they notice the guards on the outside have gone quiet?
They report in by radio every hour. That's our deadline for getting our hands on the explosives and getting out of here.
Let's go through the plan again, just to make sure everything's clear.
You've got to swap the delivery label on the crate of explosives intended for Endron. You do that, and they'll load us up with smiles on their faces. All you've got to do is open the gate to their delivery bay for me. I'll create a diversion while you're exchanging the labels.
Got it. We'll have to play it tight, though. One hiccup and the plan falls through.
We'll have you sneak around back by their storage facility. Security should be pretty thin there, especially if you go through the ventilation ducts.
What do your clients intend to do with them anyway?
The Weatherstormers? They're We're planning on blowing up a big Magadon pharmaceutical plant.
Good fucking riddance. I know Magadon's methods. They're the scum.
And guess what? These explosives were originally headed to Endron, another megacorp of assholes. Stealing from them is just icing on the cake.
All right. I'm off.
Hey, before you go, are you sure you're up for this, man? You seem kind of stressed out back in the truck.
Just been a long time since I've been out this way. Brings back memories. Forget it. We've got a job to do.
Right. If you need me, I'm just a chirp away. Good luck, brother.
Alrighty, folks. And if you want to see more of the combat and how it's actually done, you're going to want to tune in for the next episode. So please keep your heads down. At least I can look at my character for once in a game. Keep your heads down. Your wolf's up. And I'll see you again real damn soon.